Hi, I am Sridhar, having 8 years of experience in Informatica development and parallelly having 5 years of teaching experience on Informatica. In this video, I am going to give introduction to Informatica. So when you talk to people who knows Informatica, or when you Google like what is Informatica, probably you will get two answers. That is, Informatica is a ETL tool or Informatica is used for developing data warehouse. Now let us try to understand what is this puzzle, like what is Informatica, data warehouse and ETL, and what is the relation between these three terms. So to get understanding on this, let's start the discussion with a simple example. That is, let's go back to the 1980s. So in 1980s time, if you look at the markets, so the stores, where the groceries or whatever is available is very small in size, and the customers who is going to visit the store at a time is also going to be very less, like one or two customers will come at a time. And whenever a customer purchased some products, then the shop persons is going to generate the bill in a manual process. That means they list out all the products purchased by customer on a paper, and by using a calculator or through manual process, they will calculate the total amount, and then the customer is going to pay that amount, right? So but what happened was, over the time period, when it comes to 1990s or something, so the purchase capability of customer is increased. That means the number of people visiting a store at a time got increased, and because of this, the shop people is not able to provide provide proper service to customers. Because of that, there is a lot of people waiting in queue for service, and the people at end is in a question mark, like when they will get service, how much time they need to wait in queue to get the service. At the same time, the business owner also is in a question mark. How should I service all these customers quickly? Then they approached IT and explained their problem. That is, see, the number of customers visiting our store is increased, or the number of customers utilizing our service got increased, but because of the manual process that we are having, we are not able to provide fast and accurate service to customers. Then IT said, fine, no problem. We are giving you a solution that is nothing but OLTP system. Now, if you look into OLTP system, the simple example for OLTP systems are the computerized billing systems that we are looking at the supermarkets, and the online ticket booking systems, or the online banking services that we are utilizing today is an example for OLTP systems. Right now, when OLTP systems entered into business, then business people is able to serve large amount of customers quickly and accurately. Now let us try to understand this OLTP system in detail. So when you look at a OLTP system, on front end you can see a simple computer screen or a simple mobile app which is displaying on a system. But when you look at the back end, it is more of technical. That is, a computer system will be there which is connected to a backend database, because the name itself, OLTP, the full form for OLTP is online transaction processing. So here, why we are calling them as online transaction processing means, if you look at the solution OLTP, it is designed to serve the customers accurately and at the same time quickly. So that means customer is coming and purchasing in the business, and for that purchase we are giving a bill kind of thing. So the purchase is technically going to be called as a transaction. You can see that here. So if you look into the dictionary, the meaning of transaction is an an occasion when someone buy or sell something, or when money is exchanged, or the activity of buying or selling something. So that means when customers is coming and buying something, we are using these computerized systems to give this fast and accurate service. That is why we are calling them as online transaction processing. Why we are adding the word online is, nowadays the the database systems are able to access online also. For example, whatever we are doing, like online ticket booking systems and ticket booking through mobile apps and all. And here one more important thing that we need to observe is, End of the day, whatever we are going to purchase in a store is going to be stored in a database system. The example is, for example, when you purchased something and after some time you found out some damage for a product, and when you visit the store, the first thing that they are going to ask you is, please show the bill, whichever is given at the time of purchasing the product. So whenever you given the bill, they just enter something into the computer system and they'll see the data and they'll tell you, yeah, you purchased this particular product at and so time in our store. So definitely we are going to replace it, or they're going to refund the money. So that means at the time of your purchasing the product, they have stored that purchase information safely and securely at some place. So the safe and secure place to store data is nothing but database. So the computer system which we are able to see on a front end is at the back end connected to a database. But the basic SQL knowledge is, when you want to put something into a database, we must use SQL, which is called structured query language. So the structured query language only can be understood by a database, but we cannot expect that all the users who is going to use these OLTP systems should be a technical people. So to hide the technicality, there is something called OLTP application was developed, and this OLTP application is going to be installed into the computer systems, and through simple touch screen and very user-friendly options, we are able to perform transactions. And end of the day, this transactions data is going to be stored into a OLTP database. Now, because of these OLTP applications, people is able to provide service. I mean, the business people is able to service fast and accurate service to their customers. Now, when you look at a business scenario, the business owner is now very happy because they got OLTP systems which enabled fast and accurate service. And because of the globalization, there is largest organizations which is doing the business across the globe. In this example, let us consider there is a business owner who is having business in 3 different countries. That is India, US, and UK. And whenever we are operating a business in a country, we have to make the transactions. That means the purchase activities in the local currency. So as per that, in India it is in rupees, and in US it is in dollars, and in UK it is in pounds. And here one more important thing is, whenever we are using a database to store the transactions data, there is no such rule that whenever an organization is, or whenever a company is having its operations in multiple countries, they have to use the same type of database. Here the type of database means we have lots of database products available like Oracle, SQL Server, Sybase, MySQL, DB2, something like that. Right? So here, based on the resource availability, cost of the license, and amount of transactions that is going to be done in a day, by taking all these parameters into consideration, people will use different databases in different countries also. In this example I am taking, in India they are going to use Oracle, and in US they are going to use SQL Server, and in UK they are going to use a DB2 database to maintain the transactions. Right? Now after certain time, the business owner got an idea like, okay, I would like to understand what is happening in my business. Because of the introduction of OLTP systems, my business is increased like anything, and the customers is coming and I'm giving fast and accurate service and everything is going well. But I would like to understand internal trends of my business. That is, what is the total sales, the top 3 profitable products, and the top 3 products which is generating loss also. Right? These are simple examples I have taken. Based on the business, maybe the kind of data that they want to analyze will change. But whenever a business owner got these 3 questions, and when he started looking into the OLTP systems, he is not able to properly analyze his business. Because whenever he is putting a question that what is the total sales in the sense the sales belongs to India, US, UK. But if you see, some part of data is there in rupees, some part of data is there in dollars, some part of data is there in pounds. Now, if he is going to just sum up the amounts from all these 3 different OLTP systems, that is not going to be either in rupees or dollars or pounds. So he needs to convert the data. Either he needs to convert rupees into dollars or dollars into rupees, and the same thing vice versa with the pounds also. Then again, he got a question. what should I do now? How should I analyze my business so easily? Then the immediate thing comes into his mind is again IT. So whenever initially I got a problem of like not able to provide fast and accurate service to customers, IT helped me by giving something called OLTP system. So now let's go back to the IT again, talk to IT like, okay, boss, with your OLTP systems, our business increased and we are happy, but now we are not able to analyze the business data properly. Then IT said, fine. So earlier, the problem that you guys are having is giving fast and accurate service to customers. For that, we given a solution called OLTP. Now you guys are having a new problem, that is analyzing your business data. So for that, we are going to give you a new solution that is called as data warehouse. So this data warehouse is also again a database only, like however Oracle SQL Server DB2 is there in your OLTP side. In the same way, here also you can use either Oracle or SQL Server or DB2 or any other database which is available in the market to build a data warehouse. But how this database is going to be special than your OLTP databases? So here you let us know what exactly you want to analyze in your business. Then, based on the input given by you, what we do is we'll go and take the data from all the OLTP systems. You don't bother about like which type of database and all those things. You just relax. We are the technical people and we have our own methodologies to get the data from all the databases available. That means all the OLTP systems available. And this particular process is going to be called as extraction. So we'll extract the data from all OLTP systems. Now, the data which is extracted from all these OLTP systems is going to be modified based on the inputs given by you, right? The process of modifying the data is going to be called as transform. So here simple example for transform is, let's say if you want to see everything in dollars, we'll convert the rupees into dollars and the pounds into dollars, something like that. And after transforming the data, we'll put this data into the new database called data warehouse. So here why we calling it as data warehouse? Simple. So warehouse in the sense, the English meaning is a place where we can store large amount of objects. So here we are going to store large amount of data which is extracted from all the different OLTP systems. So simply we are just calling it as data warehouse. And now instead of going and looking into all the available OLTP systems and getting confused, you just come and look into this particular new database called data warehouse and just simply analyze whatever you want to get some knowledge out of your business. So now finally, in order to build a data warehouse, we are following a process called extract, transform, and load. Now, if you observe first character from each of this process like extract, transform, and load, if you look at the first character, this is going to be ETL. So that means in order to build a data warehouse, we need a ETL process, right? So to perform analysis, we need data warehouse, and to build a data warehouse, we need ETL process, and to build ETL process, we need Informatica. That means Informatica is an ETL tool which can perform ETL process. That means using Informatica, we are just going to design ETL process, and using this ETL process, finally we are going to build data warehouse. This is the relationship between Informatica, ETL, and data warehouse. And if you look into the market, there is various ETL tools available, but out of that, Informatica is ranked as #1 continuously from last 15 years. So here is the proof. There is an organization called Gartner. So it's a technology research company which is going to analyze all the technologies available in the market, and it is going to give you the ranking for each and every technology. So here this is some chart given for ETL tools. So here if you see, Informatica is available, or Informatica is positioned as a topper in the area of leaders. Okay, so based on this, we can say that Informatica is consistently performing very well in the market. Thanks for watching, and join for demo for more details. Thank you so much.